there has been a lot of development when it comes to the wrestlers' protest against Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh, the sideline WFI chief. At this point, it is very important to understand that June 15th has been a very significant day, because why did the wrestlers suspend their protest? Because after meeting the Union Sports Ministry and also the Minister of Youth Affairs Anurag Thakur, he had assured them that on June 15th a charge sheet would be filed and that the necessary action will be taken. Now, June 15th, the day arrived, the Delhi police have taken action, but these developments are a bit more complicated, as you may feel, because action has been taken, but whether arrest and the certain sections that has been imposed on Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh, how valid will it be and whether it will stand in a court of law? Now, all that will be answered in a later date. But today I will give you the developments as to what has transpired in this whole case, because now it is up to the court and the law authorities to ensure that justice has been delivered. What is it about? So, in the wrestlers' protest that has been continuing since January 2023 and the culmination of it has happened on June 15th, the Delhi police have now filed a charge sheet against Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh in court. Now, this charge sheet is based on the FIRs that were filed against Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh in the Connaught Place police station. So, after this point now, the Delhi police had to file the charge sheet after the investigations were conducted. Remember, after the FIR was filed, the Delhi police conducted the investigations. 180 witnesses were interviewed, their statements were recorded, and only after that now a 500 plus page charge sheet has been filed. Now, according to the Delhi police, Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh, the charges have been filed under sections 354, 354D, 345A of the Indian Penal Code. Now, there is also a major development on the POCSO Act under which Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh has been charged. What is that? Now, before I come to the POCSO development, I will tell you what is the quantum of punishments in the 354, sections 354, 354D, 345A. What do these penal codes refer to? Firstly, section 354 deals with assault and outraging modesty of women. That is the first section under which the charge sheet has been filed against Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh. Section 354D relates to stalking, and section 345A deals with wrongful confinement. So, under these three sections, the charge sheet has been filed against Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh. Delhi police have filed it in court. Now, what is the quantum of punishment? 345A, if you are guilty, 2 years term of imprisonment. Section 354, punishment is not less than 1 year and up to 5 years. Section 354D, 3 to 5 years of punishment. That is the quantum that has been specified under all these sections. So, you would now think that Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh will get arrested, right? Not necessary, because it is in the Supreme Court guidelines. Normally, what is the procedure? FIR gets filed, charge sheet is then submitted to the court, and after that the court will have a hearing. After that, arrest can be made. But in this kind of case, Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh cannot be arrested immediately because it is under the Supreme Court guidelines. And what is the Supreme Court guidelines? It is on the Arnesh Kumar versus State of Bihar case in 2014 that lays down the guidelines of arresting. So, if the quantum of whatever your crime that you have committed, if it is 7 years or more, or less, if you may look at it, if it is 7 years or more, you are not eligible to be arrested immediately. That is the situation. If it is 7 years or less, then you cannot be arrested immediately. 7 years or more, you can be arrested. But because all these, look at the 2-year terms of imprisonment, 1 to 5 years, 3 to 5 years, all come under 7 years, Brij, Bhushan, Sharan Singh cannot be arrested immediately. It has been clearly specified in the Arnesh Kumar vs. State of Bihar case in 2014. Because wrongful arrest can lead to a lot of other repercussions. Arnesh Kumar vs. State of Bihar happened in the case of 498A of the Penal Code. But based on that case, guidelines were framed for arrest, and the police have to follow it under the relevant sections of the Criminal Procedure Code, CRPC. But what about POCSO? Remember, Brij, Bhushan, Sharan Singh has been also accused in the POCSO Act, which is the Prevention of Child Sexual Abuse. Because one of the complaints was filed by a minor. Now, this is a very, very important development. This is the technicality and this is the exact thing. So, what has happened in the case of POCSO when it comes to Brij, Bhushan, Sharan Singh? Delhi police, let us be very clear about it. Delhi police has sought cancellation of POCSO against Brij, Bhushan, Sharan Singh due to lack of evidence. Because apparently the minor has given a statement but has now retracted it. Under several mitigating circumstances, Delhi police has sought cancellation because they didn't have lack of evidence and corroboration. But does that mean no POCSO on Brij, Bhushan, Sharan Singh? Not really, because the court will now decide whether to cancel POCSO. If Delhi police has sought cancellation, it does not mean that POCSO has been cancelled. That decision now rests on the court. The court will take the decision whether to believe in the first statement or to believe in the second statement that has been retracted. That is the judgment of the court, not the Delhi police. So, POCSO still very much on Brij, Bhushan, Sharan Singh. Delhi police has sought cancellation of it, but the court will now decide. So, court will decide on the validity of the statements and the retraction in a special hearing that will happen on July 4th. So, that is the next big date now, which is in the next 19 days. In the next 19 days, the hearing will happen. At that time, the court will pronounce the quantum, and depending on that, the proper arrest procedures will be followed. Remember, the police are also bound by the guidelines of arrest in the Arnesh Kumar vs. State of Bihar case. So, that is why immediate arrest is not possible, because the quantum of punishment for all the sections that he's been charged under in the charge sheet, it is less than 7. If it is 7 or more, he can be arrested immediately. That is the situation. So, lot of developments have happened in this case. Will the wrestlers resume the agitation? They have been told that justice will be delivered. Give the law authorities some time. Now, after this, the next possible hearing which could decide the outcome is July 4th. Remember, the WFI elections are slated to be held on July 8th. None of Brij, Bhushan, Sharan Singh's acolytes or the associates are contesting the WFI election this time around. So, POCSO cancellation has been sought, but the final decision is up to the court. 354, 345, 354D, all these sections are there in the charge sheet against Brij, Bhushan, Sharan Singh. What will the court decide? We will come to know on July 4th. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this video. We'll be back with more updates on sports today. Tap that bell icon so you know when we go live, and don't forget we are on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram as well. Thank you.